Today we will do the mindfulness of breathing meditation. So you're invited to do this practice in a seated position. You may choose to do this in a straight-backed chair or sitting on the ground, maybe on a meditation stool or a cushion. So getting into your comfortable seat, and we sit in a dignified posture. The spine upright. If you're in a chair, you may wish to sit slightly forward so that you're supporting your back yourself, or you may wish to put a cushion at the lower back, whichever works best for you. If you're seated in a chair, both feet are flat on the ground and the legs are uncrossed. So feeling the uplift in the spine, perhaps like a string is pulling you upwards from the crown of your head. And we slightly tuck the chin in, and then we allow our shoulders to relax. So finding this calm, dignified posture in your seated position. And taking a moment to tune in to where the body makes contact with either the ground, your cushion, or the chair. If you're in a chair, it could be the feet flat on the ground. Just feeling the sensations of the contact points as you settle into this posture. Dropping into the body. So during the first part of this practice, we will be using the breath as our focus, and just as best you can, following the movement of the breath in the body. So inviting you now to bring the focus to the breath. And we can start by bringing our focus to the abdomen or the belly. And if you wish, you can place your hands on the belly and just starting to feel the movement, the rise and fall of the inhale and the exhale. Now there's no need to force the breath or try and control the breath. Just allowing the breath to move at its own natural pace. Feeling the expansion of the inhale, perhaps the stretch on the skin, and noticing the sensations of deflation with the exhale. And once you feel connected with the movement of the breath in the abdomen, you can return your hands to your lap. And just continue following the movement of the breath in the belly. And if you're finding it challenging to focus on the belly, you can find another point of the breath where you connect with it stronger. So this could be the cool air on the inhale around the nostrils or the mouth, and the warm air on the exhale. Or perhaps you feel the breath and the movement of the breath stronger in the chest. So just noticing where you connect with the breath the strongest, and resting a curious, friendly attention on the movement of the breath, just as best you can. And what you will probably find is at some point the mind will start to wander off in thought. Just knowing that's what minds do. As soon as you become aware that the mind's wandered, just noticing where the mind's gone perhaps. And then just letting the thought go. Kindly bringing the focus and attention back to the anchor of the breath and the movement of the breath in the body. Again, the mind might be busy, pulling you away from the breath, from the moment. Could be looking at the past or looking into the future. Could be anxieties, ruminations, judgments. Just letting them all pass through, and knowing as soon as you become aware of the thought, you have a choice. You can choose whether you engage in the thought, or you can gently, kindly shift the focus back to the movement of the breath. Where is the mind? There's no need to try and control the breath. Just allowing the breath to flow at its own natural pace and connecting with the movement and the sensations of the breath in the body. Watching with interest, acceptance, again, if the mind wanders off, just noticing with curiosity where the mind goes, with interest, and then letting the thought go. And if you can't let it go, seeing if you can just let it be, letting the thought be there in the background, but coming back to the primary focus of the breath in the foreground, and connecting with the sensations and the movement of the breath. Where is the mind? So keeping our curious and friendly attention on the movement of the breath, and also noticing with interest this pattern of mind wandering, recognizing that we're not our thoughts. Our thoughts are events in the mind. And whenever we notice a thought, we have a choice. We can choose if we wish to engage in the thought, or we can choose to focus the mind elsewhere. And in meditation, coming back to the anchor, to the breath. Now inviting you to let go of the focus on the breath. And what we'll start to do is open up our awareness to include the whole body. Now, as always, remembering you're responsible and you are in control of your own self-care. So if you notice any discomfort in the body, knowing that you can move mindfully at any time, so making a conscious choice to adjust your posture, to get comfortable. So as we open up the awareness to the body, perhaps you get a sense of the shape of the body seated here. Again, you can connect with the contact points, whether that's the feet on the ground, the pressure of the chair or the cushion or the stool under the legs. The weight of the hands in the lap. And perhaps as you open out to the body, you notice that the movement of the breath is not just restricted to the belly or the chest or the nostrils, but perhaps you notice a subtle movement in the back of the body, perhaps the lower back, or the upper back and shoulders. Perhaps you notice the arms or the elbows moving with the breath. So we're noticing that we're changing our primary focus so that we become aware of a sense of the body as a whole and of the changing patterns of sensations throughout the body. Perhaps you're getting a sense of the whole body breathing. And as we feel the whole body moving, maybe coming back to those contact points of the feet on the floor, the pressure of the chair under the legs, the hands in the lap, while still staying connected with this whole body breathing. Now, as we know, the mind will wander repeatedly away from the breath and body sensations, just remembering this is perfectly natural, it's to be expected, and it's in no way a mistake or a failure. Whenever you notice that your awareness has drifted away from sensations in the body, you might want to congratulate yourself. You've woken up. Gently noting where your mind had gone and kindly bringing the focus back to your breathing and a sense of your whole body. As best you can, keeping things simple, gently noticing the actuality of sensations throughout your body from one moment to the next. As you sit, some sensations may be particularly intense, such as pain in the lower back or the knees or shoulders. And you may find that your awareness is continuously drawn to these sensations and away from your intended focus on the breath or the body as a whole. You may want to use these times to experiment with choosing intentionally either to shift posture or to remain still and bring the focus of awareness into the region of intensity. If you choose to remain still, then as best you can, exploring with this gentle and wise attention the detailed pattern of sensations here. You might ask, what precisely do these sensations feel like? Where exactly are they? Do they vary over time or from one part of the region of intensity to another? So not so much thinking about them as feeling them, bringing your curious attention to them. You may also want to use the breath to help you bring your awareness into the regions of intensity, breathing into them just as we did in the body scan. And as you breathe out, just seeing if you can soften those sensations and opening with the out breath. And remembering to always keep your self-care at the heart of your practice. If there is intense pain, knowing you can adjust your posture mindfully at any time with intention. And you can always focus away from the pain. You don't have to go into the intensity, only if it feels right for you. Whenever you find yourself carried away from awareness in the moment, by the intensity of a physical sensation or in any other way, remind yourself that you can always reconnect with the here and now by refocusing awareness on the movement of the breath or on the sense of the body as a whole. Once you've gathered yourself in this way, allow the awareness to expand once more so it includes a sense of sensations throughout the body. And now, for the last few moments of this sitting meditation, inviting you to bring your awareness back to the movement of the breath, finding a place where you can connect with the breath the strongest. So whether that's the movement of the breath in the belly or the chest, or the cool air on the inhale around the nostrils, the warm on the exhale. Tuning in to any and all sensations of the in-breath and the out-breath. And as you sit here and as you breathe, allowing yourself to cultivate this sense of moment by moment awareness, and remembering that the breath is available to you at any moment of your day, to allow you to feel grounded, to give a sense of balance and an awareness of accepting yourself just as you are in each moment. And now, as we draw this practice to a close, connecting with the contact points again of the body on the ground, on the chair or your cushion, feeling the weight of the hands in the lap, getting a sense of the body seated here in the chair, getting a sense of the room around you, and when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. This is the end of the meditation.